judge who doesn't understand self-defense is proceeding over the biggest case in the city for a long time.
It is on a panel, so it's less worrying, but yeah, still concerning nonetheless.
It's on a panel.
Yes, there's a panel of 3. It's Ava, McMoo, and Arcadia. So there is a justice there.
Okay, that's not as bad then with if Arcadia's there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think things would have hit the fan like if I were on the search warrant, I would have referenced the wrong state ID, right? But like everything like in the search warrant and like the pictures is all referenced to the actual person that we're wanting to raid.
Realistically, your backup here is, would it have been valid? Excluding that specific incident, would everything else still have been like, do you think there was enough PC without whatever that one specific reference thing is?
Yeah, we because we didn't take out mention any of that individual's past or history or anything in that regard.
And yeah, it's just you're fine. Listen, he's gonna think he has a case, and there might be a case that goes up with the expectation that we might want to settle. But hell the fuck no.
No, we're not.
I make
hell
case law potentially as well, which is a good thing.
I agree. There's two legal things that could potentially come up. Which one being the good faith exception. The second being the inevitable discovery clause or whatever the fuck it is. One is if the officers executing the warrant believe that it was valid at the time that it was executed, even if deemed invalid after, the stuff would still be admissible. The other, you definitely can't just label something admissible based on the argument that the officer is acting in good faith, believing the warrant was legitimate or not. Then you'd have officers lying left and right about why they believed it to be a valid warrant. Well, no. It's more so. What's the best way to explain this? It's sort of difficult to explain. I'm trying my best to like break it down. Man, that is explaining this is actually it's not difficult, but it's nuanced, if that makes sense. In the sense that, again, they would very much so have to be operating in good faith. Man, I'm trying to figure out like a very clear-cut example as to how it works. Assume in this case, this does get appealed. In fact, I really want this to get appealed because I think it brings up both concepts. And it was deemed that, who knows? Let's say the referencing of this other person with a similar name made it so that the warrant, if this was caught, would not have been accepted. The general concept, on the basis that it is a, we'll say, a typo, a very minor thing, but the officer believed it to have been the person that it was intended to reference. Everything else points to it being this person. There's no like malicious intent here. It was signed by the officer. It was signed by a separate member of command because based on legislation, search warrants cannot be signed by the person who wrote it. So it has to be a separate member of command and a judge. Like, there's no way that they would attempt to like, there's no way they would win an argument of like, it wasn't done in good faith when it was very clearly a typo. And if they believed it to have been valid at the time, the general concept of the good faith exception is or not the general concept, but it would make the stuff admissible. But again, there's then the second whole portion of the, oh my gosh, what was it called? The inevitable discovery. What word did I fucking Google? Hold on. Let me figure out what it's called. Inevitable discovery doctrine. There. Click. The inevitable discovery doctrine is a legal exception that allows evidence obtained illegally to be admitted in court if it would have been discovered eventually through lawful means. This means that if police misconduct occurred, but a separate lawful investigation would have inevitably found the same evidence, the evidence is not suppressed. It was established in Nix v. Williams, requiring prosecution to prove a preponderance of evidence that the discovery was inevitable. So it's not an immediate like, yeah, we would have found it no matter what, as much as it is you have to prove your case that you would have found it regardless, which if everything else, if a single typo was the reason, it would have been found no matter what. And then, hold on, let me, good faith exception to the exclusionary rule. The good faith exception to the exclusionary rule allows illegally obtained evidence to be used in court if police officers acted with an honest, reasonable belief that their actions were lawful, even if the evidence was ultimately seized in violation of the Fourth Amendment. This exception was established by the Supreme Court in States v. Leon and applies when officers rely on a warrant that is later found to be defective, such as a clerical error or lack of probable cause that was not obvious to the officer. The exception does not apply in situations where the warrant was based on intentionally false affidavit, the issuing magistrate was not neutral, or the warrant was so obviously flawed that a reasonable officer should have known better. How it works. The exclusionary rule says that generally this rule prevents evidence gathered in violation of the Fourth Amendment, which is protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, from being used in criminal trials. The exception, the good faith exception, carves out a major exception, allowing evidence to be admitted if officers acted in objectively reasonable good faith and deterrence. The underlying rationale is that excluding evidence obtained through an officer's good faith mistake does not serve the exclusionary rule's goal of deterring police misconduct. Does a typo in a report versus a typo on the suspect name carry different weight? It would depend. That is highly dependent on like what is actually messed up here. So it's really this, in my opinion, this would fall under one of these two, which I would fucking love for the DOJ to clarify. I would absolutely love for it to be clarified. I think there's overlap in both of these, truthfully. Let's get back in. Which is why, straight up, would love to see it in court. I think it would be sick. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at like the AI generated thing for the inevitable discovery doctrine. And it says the Nix vs. Williams case example. The situation in Nix vs. Williams, police illegally questioned the defendant, who then revealed the location of a murder victim's body. The legal issue, the defendant argued this evidence should be suppressed because it was obtained in violation of his Sixth Amendment right to counsel. And the ruling was the Supreme Court allowed the evidence to be admitted because a large-scale search party was already lawfully searching a path that led to the body, and it was only a matter of time before they would have found it. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And also, the inevitable discovery doctrine it specifically states that there's no bad faith requirement. The Supreme Court has ruled that the police's bad faith in conducting the illegal search is irrelevant to applying the inevitable discovery exception. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Good. Hello.
Hey.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Look
you.
great,
the
Rhodes.
brown.
Oh my
Love the
gosh,
brown,
thank
yeah.
you. Thank My husband said
word.
I look snatched.
I know. He said he dressed you today like a Ken
He
doll.
did. He did.
He said he loved it. He said he was like
Yeah.
proud of it. He was like bragging about it today.
Yeah, I mean, half of this is from his closet, but you know.
That's okay.
That's a tight. That's a
Abdul, you
tight
gotta
shirt.
stop making me hungry, man.
It's okay to
Yeah,
mind
it is.
that.
It's a pretty tight
it is.
Can't
shirt.
work on empty
thought-
stomach.
Hey, but I ate not long ago, and now it's gonna make me hungry again.
That's good.
Oh,
I mean, it's Balkan season, right?
Yeah.
I don't get it how people can look at food and get hungry.
What? Look at that. Look at that
Doesn't happen
cheese
to me.
pool.
I don't like it.
Because you're so skinny, Nikki. We get it.
Thank you. I eat ice for breakfast.
Oh, seasoned
Oh,
ice.
shit.
You put some every
N-
bagel, everything.
Yeah.
seasoned
Hey,
on it.
Nikki, do you have a significant other?
Not yet.
Okay,
Actually,
but
maybe.
how would you feel when you saw them if you did have one?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm just saying, would you have any feelings? You know,
Happy.
Any feel
All
like?
right, and leave the
feel-
meeting.
Would you get excited?
Happy? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Excited.
Nikki, sometimes people feel that way about food.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I lead the meeting. I'm gonna make sure it lasts an hour.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm down.
I got this.
You don't think I'm fucking game?
There we
Brandy,
go.
you've been doing your big one recently. I want you to know
I'm
that.
being messy. I'm being messy, girl. I don't
There's
know if I'm
nothing.
crossing the line.
There's nothing wrong with messy.
I'm constantly worried about the line
We
being
don't do that
crossed.
anymore.
15.
I'm having a fun time.
So 3 more minutes.
We started a minute earlier the other day. It was great.
Oh, it was.
It's not illegal to start a couple minutes early, by the way.
Nobody asked you. Titty
Oh
vote.
yeah, nobody asked you. Whoever said that stupid dumb blonde. Ugh.
Just gonna take that, Maxwell? What the hell?
I'm talking about myself. What?
Oh.
Yeah, you know she wouldn't talk to me like that for sure.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah,
I'm
you
scared
are
of.
the
Actually,
daddy.
like that's
I get
mother.
it. Yep, mother.
Hmm.
Guess Brandy is on Team Ruby.
I'm just gonna demote her husband.
Ooh.
Hello, Abdul. Wait, what about my husband?
Exactly. What about him?
No, period. You ate that. You fucking ate that. Left no crumbs.
But you know what? Nikki wouldn't have eaten it.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's so
hear you.
skinny.
I don't feel too good.
Oh no. Here we go.
Oh God.
I already baby birded him earlier. Like, what else does he need?
Wait, you let him regurgitate
Carmine, are
into
you
your mouth?
hungry?
No, he's just having stage fright.
Are you hungry, little fella?
Oh, this is bad.
What's wrong, Carmine? What's
What
wrong?
happened, little fella?
Not big boy.
See?
No, I'm bound.
He's just very sensitive, and you can see he's fragile.
Oh wow, this is a grown
Oh,
man.
No,
do
no,
to you?
no, 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 no. What?
man.
Why are you crying?
Hold on. What did Bjorn do to you? Did he pack you up and put you in his fridge?
Oh no. No,
So
they
Operation
didn't.
Queef was a bust then.
Oh, I know. I'm really sad too, guys.
Brandy missed the
What
queef.
happened?
I'm really sad.
What happened?
Oh, what the fuck you sad about?
Wait, hold
Well,
up,
what did-
Carmine. You can't
did you like
gatekeep
to
other
know?
people's sadness.
Yeah,
Hello?
no, and now I'm gonna be deep in thought about what you just said. So no one talk to me.
What the hell?
What is this a fucking feeling?
Man, that's like, you know what really grinds my
What?
gears? When
Yeah.
people try to gatekeep like how to feel about like weather, like, oh, it's cold, and they're like, it's so much worse where I'm from. I don't give a fuck, I'm still cold.
Amen. Amen. Fuck them, okay? I don't care if it's 80 and humid. I'm fucking cold when it's 70, bitches.
Exactly. Whenever I tell people it's fucking cold and it's only 30 Celsius, you know, they go like, what? You call that cold?
Dude, 20
I'm
is
like, what the
cold,
fuck, man?
okay?
It's like when your parents used to tell you how they got to school back in the day, and it's like they had to climb about across 14 mountains and.
No, they rode it back
It's
there.
like,
Their
motherfucker,
parents
you-
walked.
Motherfucker,
And
back in
their
the day,
parents
you didn't
crawled.
even have cars. Like, shut the fuck up.
We
Or
are
it's like when
creatures
you're in
of our
England and you
own
say to people-
climate. How old
You say to people from England that you're hot, and they don't realise what kind of hot it
Don't-
is in
don't-
England.
You don't
Where
want to
it's
know how
humid
old I
and
am.
stuffy and everything else. Yeah, okay, it's not a desert, but it's still hot. We're not equipped for anything though in England at all. Rain, we
Well,
hate it.
I will say, for many years, I've heard people say, we don't need AC. It's only hot for 2 weeks out of the year, and it's progressively gotten longer and longer and longer every damn year.
I feel that as
I'm not gonna lie, we
that is
are
so
equipped in
real.
the UK. We're just all a bunch of pussies. Like, we
Yeah,
just need to grow up and
yeah.
fucking
Uh,
man up.
Honestly, I feel like the
What?
UK is only equipped with apocalyptic food. You got all your food in tin cans.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen.
I think King
Don't knock-
agrees, though. Come on.
I mean, there's some questionable things, but
Most of the food in the US wouldn't count as food in the UK because of the amount of
Oh.
preservatives you have.
Actually,
You guys eating any Red
He was
5
holding
today?
that one
Fuck
in.
you.
He was waiting to say that
Or
one.
any chicken anyone?
Wait, King, isn't it Red 40?
Y'all gotta
Whatever.
move to
What
the
did you say it
country,
was?
okay? That's
I think he
what's
said
real
Red
stuff.
5.
Isn't that something in Diesel? I
Hey,
can't
boss.
remember.
no, you're thinking of
Hello.
what's that blue stuff? I can't remember what it's called.
In the U.S., we hunt our own food, okay, or
Windex?
fish for
You're
it.
thinking of
Y'all wouldn't know
AdBlue.
nothing about
Yeah,
that.
Food Red 5 is real.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
controversial one's definitely Red 40, I'm pretty sure.
Red
Yeah,
40
that's
has been
right.
outlawed in the
You're
United
correct.
States. Red 5 is the one made out of the bugs.
Oh.
That's how we
Oh.
get our red lipstick.
Yeah, yeah.
It's made
All right, Carmine, you're up, bud.
That,
Oh, God.
lives in India, and they grind up the shells, and that's how they get the Red 5.
Yeah, that's how we get our ruby red lipstick.
Wait until you learn where you get the scent from fucking perfume.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
wait, are you talking about Musk?
Marsupial's asshole.
What?
Really?
Brandy, take the meeting, and Scotty,
Why
beam me
me?
up.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Attention,
Bye.
please.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh my god, he got beamed up.
Fucking no.
Okay, High Command. Do you
beamed
guys
up.
have any any announcements? That's the word.
Yeah, sorta, kinda.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorta, kinda. Just a heads up. So I was up here a couple weeks ago, I think, referencing the Carl Johnny Black case in which he was found not guilty, and it was ruled self-defense against the PD. Very, very silly. However, it did get appealed. It was overturned. To be clear, he did not get the attempted murder charge, but that's irrelevant to the situation here. However, it was ruled. Well, there's actually new case law specific to the situation at hand. Realistically, our day-to-day doesn't change at all. However, with the ruling, words alone, I can't stress this enough, words alone would not be enough to justify the shooting of someone. However, context, actions, literally just about anything in addition to those words, okay? If someone states they're going to shoot you and they had a gun in their hand, justified, okay? If they make that verbal threat, okay? If someone is charging you and they said they were going to stab you, you would very likely be justified in gunning that person down, okay? But if someone is standing next to you and poses no threat, isn't doing anything threatening, but goes, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. Those words alone, with no additional follow-up or you know, actions or anything to that extent, that would not be legal. Okay? Understood?
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was kind of the TLDR. It is, I don't know if it's in the common law section yet.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay,
It
perfect.
is. I just looked.
Perfect. So just make sure y'all read that. My only concern is that with the writing, I don't want people to perceive it as, well, someone can threaten me and I can't do anything about. No, that's not the case. The context of the situation matters entirely. Ooh.
Oh, he beamed
Oh.
down.
Oh yeah, he do be back. Any questions regarding that? Okay, perfect. Brandy, that's all I had.
Oh, I got one.
Oh yes. Yeah, you better all memorize that new case law. Okay, we're testing on it tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, good morning, everyone. Is Marcus Wade in here?
Oh. Ooh.
good
Actually.
Marcus Wade in here. Okay, I'm all for naming and shaming. So here's what's gonna happen. Marcus Wade went and disrupted two cops during a stakeout they were performing. Since Marcus Wade can't be trusted in the streets, he's going to have 12 hours, not 12 hours like now to 12 hours from now, but 12 hours total is dispatch duty. If we can't trust you on the streets, then fucking don't fuck around. So, again, I'm all for naming and shaming. If you see him, let him know.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Yep.
Thank you so
Hold up, there's
much.
three more, right?
go
Hold
down?
up.
Do people want to know what he did?
I'm not gonna talk about it. It's not my place to talk about it. But Nikki, I think Nikki has something she wants to talk about.
Okay, sure.
I know my job
Come on,
being a
Nikki, come on,
punishment
Nikki.
is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Can I go up now?
Okay.
Oh.
No, Rosa, we get it. You're disabled, okay? But you can't have my place.
Here should we fucking go?
What? Balls.
God damn.
Got
Here we
alopecia.
Nikki,
fucking.
Nikki, you should know better as people with determination.
Is being bold a disability?
We so back. Holy.
What? I said what I said, okay, Rosa?
You're the
I
one
got you
wearing the
thank yous
helmet.
from people. Well, I'm going on a bike patrol, unlike you sitting in an interceptor looking pretty all day.
Oh.
Oh, you can sit with me anytime, Nikki.
Sure, Daddy.
What about? Oh. No.
Back off. Anyway, my turn. Okay, listen up, okay? Me and Vivian were going on a lovely stroll to catch the perverts in the Winewood Hills. And we went up there to the Hillcrest Ridge Avenue and we had seen one person, okay? Turns out to be a local. No biggie. It was his house, probably. The dog was alive. You can see him breathing. And here comes the big baddie Marcus Wade and his big premier lights on saying, oh wow, you guys are not dead yet. I'm like, motherfucker, why would you come here when I've clearly done a 311 saying that we're doing a stakeout in the Winewood Hills?
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nikki, set
Yeah?
the scene. It's nighttime. It's dark. We're in
It's
cover.
nighttime,
You can't see us.
it's dark, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. No one can tell us we're wearing black clothes, we're looking great. And then, you know, I said sarcastically, why don't you just tweet out already where we are and what we're doing? And look what he... Look
He actually
what
did.
he did.
The
How do I put it on?
on the
To the
right side.
How
To the right.
Put it on.
I believe in you,
Come on,
Nikki.
Nikki. Come on.
There you go. That's what he puts on.
Okay.
Oh.
This is
What the fuck?
this is a way more serious situation than 12 hours on dispatch, in my opinion. I'm just,
Okay. Well, King and I will talk about it, but Marcus Wade is not to go out on patrol. King and I are going
That
to
is
discuss
crazy.
it further.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Punishment though.
We
It's
don't
their
wanna-
job.
using you guys as a
Dispatch
punishment
what the
isn't
hell?
ideal.
That is real. Why is this type of
you
punishment?
have done this.
Yeah, valid point.
I'm offended.
For a ping chaser, it makes sense, you know?
So yeah, he disrupted our op. It was a tiny op. It was very close to my heart and Vivian's heart. But guess what?
Been
You
there for
fucked it
2
up.
minutes.
Oh my
Been there
god.
for 2 fucking minutes.
2 minutes. And then we had to go senior buns to break up a fight. It was
Is this
great.
leaking or is this felony obstruction of justice?
Thank you.
Why don't you charge him with terrorism?
He's conflicted.
I can't charge him with anything.
He's conflicted.
I do not
Well-
like that. I'm saying
Well-
now, if anybody else does stuff like that, it'll be met with very serious consequences. I don't fuck with that at all. I really
Sir,
don't.
I
honestly,
didn't
that's
call him.
true.
I didn't call him a loser, just so everyone's aware. I
don't
called him a
care.
dick.
That's fine.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. Orisa, you can come up here. Come on.
Oh, thank you. So, did Mr. Mayor have something to say?
Go ahead, Rosa. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ladies first.
Dispatch.
Hey, everybody, it's me, D35.
Hey.
Rosaline Toy, or you can call me Rose, not Toy. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm kind of in my Joker arc. Okay. I'm feeling very I'm not good at big words. Villainous.
In October, the math is mathin'.
Villanosa.
Yeah, Villanosa. There we go. I'm feeling like a real villain. So just know that I'm watching, okay? I'm watching, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but make sure if the dispatch are on duty, you're letting us know that channels are collapsing and that you're 10-7 or 10-8. I don't have any names to give this time, but next time there will be names dropped, okay? There will be names dropped, and you know what? I might not be so back, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
And that's all that matters, Rose. We fuck with you.
Thank you. And I don't need a excuse my professionalism. A trifling bitch ass motherfucker trying me while I'm doing my motherfucking job, okay?
Say it.
Okay.
Say it.
So
You got a couple of years more. You got this.
Oh, here we go. So if I'm on duty, you gotta lock the fuck in, because I'm fucking watching. And this is your last warning, okay? Don't fucking try me.
She's on her Amanda Waller arc, and we're the Suicide Squad.
Rose, if someone specific gives you a problemo, you let me know, and we'll authorize you to decide what calls they respond to.
Thank you so much. That sounds amazing. Also, shout out Mr. King, the right king. Mwah.
I love you. I love her.
Oh, you're gonna have to speak up.
Speak up.
Oh, what?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay. We are going to be hosting the Tour de San Andreas this weekend. It's going to be Saturday, October 18th. We're going to have one sprint at 7 a.m. Eastern, or I believe that's 11 UTC. And then another sprint at 7 p.m. or 2300 UTC. Again, that's going to be Saturday, October 18th. $4 million in prizes. So if you can turn up and participate, definitely do that. If you can turn up and support the event in an official capacity, do that as well. It'd be great. On the legislative side, we are working on some change. Oh, did you have a question about the event? In the front?
Yes. Is it like a foot race or is it a bicycle race?
It is a bicycle sprint race around the island of San Andreas.
Is there like obstacles?
The obstacles are the locals.
Can the
Abdul,
obstacle
you cannot
be
be
a big yellow
you.
truck that is
No,
trying to...
it cannot be you, Abdul.
I can be the obstacle, sir. I can be a very good obstacle.
Well, we'll talk about it. This all seems like a good idea. Yeah. Okay. On the legislative front, we are working on changes to a lot of the white collar and corruption related crimes, embezzlement, extortion. We're going to create a corruption crime, and we're going to create something called the enemy of the state. So that is coming soon. Later today, we're going to be reposting the sheriff and chief appointment legislation. We made some changes based on feedback from the DOJ, so we'll get that posted up. Regarding states of emergency, we're going to look at implementing some changes to that. Yes, Carmine, please.
For this enemy of the state
Yes.
charge, whatever it ends up being, is this for dissenting views?
No, it's very non-political.
So if I say, down to the mayor, I'm not going to get
I'd
charged.
say here, and I'd celebrate your opinion.
America.
That's, yeah, exactly. State announcements. So yes, in the back, Judas, please.
Is this including the parking violations or no?
Wait. The changes that I'm speaking of, I haven't gotten to that yet. That's coming though. Yeah. Thank you for preemptively announcing that for me. That was great. DEFCON color system for state announcements. So we're going to implement something similar where it's like code yellow, code red, code orange, so on and so forth. So there's very, very clear criteria when we go from one threat level to the next. It'll kind of give you more of a procedural checklist in a way to determine whether or not a state of emergency needs to be declared. What else do we have? Changes to gun legislation. Nathaniel Grayson, to my right here, has done a lot of foundational work on that, and we're going to try and push that within the coming week. There's also going to be changes to stand your ground. I believe that's ready to go. Correct me if I'm wrong, Grayson.
Yes, I do believe it is.
We'll get that pushed. Impeachment changes, those are also, I believe, nearly ready to go. Just basically clarifying some of the law around how impeachments are done. And the last one, seizure legislation. So I've had a lot of dialogue with members of the DOJ. I've had a lot of dialogue with LSPD officers, namely Oxby. If you have any feedback on how seizures are working, please bring that to me. But the big complaint right now is that the law is kind of geared towards houses and not vehicles. So we're going to try and set some separate thresholds depending on the type of asset that's being marked for seizure. Any questions? Excellent. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hello.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm okay. So I'm back off my little LOA. And tomorrow's a fairly big day. I don't know if any of you are aware of it. Tomorrow is the first ever execution since we reopened the state. So on Friday the 17th at 3 p.m. EST, Jose Gerardo is being put to death. Yes, Michael.
Is it wrong that I'm excited?
Oh.
You feel the way you want to feel. And the DOJ, unlike Carmine Costello, we validate your emotions.
Thank you for being inclusive.
That's actually Carmine validates my emotions.
No,
I'm glad to hear that.
I literally Donald her today when she tried to call me.
What do you mean with that, Bradley?
I'm frightened but somewhat curious.
What?
So, I haven't
I'll
had
tell
the
you later.
time to confirm with the LSPD High Command, but I can see we've got Haley and Carmine here. So I'm sure somebody will be able to let me know if you have your selected individuals.
Me.
You
Yes,
good to
sir.
go? Okay, good. Glad to hear it. We will obviously reconvene tomorrow and have a full rundown before the execution.
Carmine,
I'm fairly certain more security will be needed than just the people in the firing squad. So if people want to show up and help with that, we would massively appreciate it. We don't want somebody getting broken out when they're due to be put down.
I'd be the first person.
Is the convict a bicycle rider by any chance?
I ride a bicycle. What are you saying, Abdul?
Oh, fuck.
I'm just curious, if he deserves to die.
I'm scared.
He's a terrorist and a treasonist.
What?
Oh
my
Multiple
God, must be a
times.
cyclist.
Answer the question. Does he ride bikes?
I ride bikes.
Yeah, but it's not about you. It's about the convict, sir.
I don't know what he rides. I don't care what he rides. I convicted him to be put to death because he committed crimes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
What kind of treason did he do?
He attempted to assassinate Nino Chavez and also planted bombs in the courthouse.
Fuck yeah, now. That guy Fawkes.
And he might also ride
Remember.
Yeah. That's coming up soonish.
Yeah, 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. Okay, cool. Thank you. I will talk to you all later.
Thank you. We could probably wrap this up.
Yeah, we can wrap this up, guys.
Okay, good.
No, wait, I have something.
Oh.
Okay, Opal, come on up. Looking good, girl. By the way, winks.
Thanks. Winks back.
The guy who's convicted again. I want to check his.
See,
record if
so
he
I
owns a
was gonna
bicycle.
say something about the execution because I kind of did the work for that, but then he kind of took that away. But that's okay.
That's
because,
okay. I want to hear it.
You know, I realized today, Grayson, we really should have scheduled it for today. It would have been so iconic. It would have been so iconic. Today it has been. today would have been iconic because today marks 232 years since Marie Antoinette was executed via guillotine in France.
Oh,
And
great.
so I think
Oh my
we
God.
should put one out for the homie, okay? She was a horrible person, but you know, it's okay. It just I feel like it would have been really iconic if they had the same like you know.
Do you
would've
think
been
he
really iconic.
deserves that
Infamy.
notoriety?
Wasn't she also only like 14 when she was executed?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh
she
my
don't.
God.
He don't. He don't. She.
the
Well, I
fuck?
mean, does she deserve it? I don't know. She's kind of. No, she was not 14. She was like
40.
She's like 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's an old woman. She's a horrible woman. She's a horrible, horrible woman. She was French, Jack.
Hey! I say nothing to this.
Wait, so I
If
profiled and she said that?
anybody listening, I didn't say that.
Jesus.
Dude, we can all agree if we. She's a bad person, okay?
Opal, all I'm gonna say is if one of the
I'm gonna
English
start
people
talking
had
shit
said
about
that, we'd
Germany
have
and
got
Poland.
What?
I
don't think we should go
Wait,
down
why
that road.
Poland? Why are you
Listen,
calling
the only
me
thing that's
fucking-
worse than
No,
the
she's-
French is
she's-
the French Canadian.
Dude, she's not a horrible person because she's French. She's a horrible person because she's a monarch. There's a difference.
Oh.
Even been
yeah,
Dutch.
she was
What you
nasty.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
That's bad.
All
Even been
monarchs are
Deutsche
bad
people.
Nah,
people.
she was horrible.
All
Yo,
monarchs
the
are
Dutch
bad.
people are
She's
cool.
like eating cake and shit while her people were like starving. It was really bad.
But
Okay.
that's the time where Britain was in
Anyone
control,
else?
frankly.
Any other
Now, in case
announcements?
You guys want to pour one
No.
out for her?
Okay. Thank you guys. Let's go do good today. Let's be good people. Okay. Bye.
Hey.
What? Come on, you're not gonna give us a speech?
I'm good. How are you?
Right.
No.
Gotta talk.
King, let's talk about this real quick.
I blinked
Hello.
out.
Okay, so what's the name of the guy
Can
that's
I
getting
come?
executed tomorrow again?
Oh, there you
Jose
go.
Gerardo.
Wait.
Hey.
What do you mean I'm being messy?
Excuse me?
Okay, I'll get him.
Like I've been being messy? Is that what you're saying?
Chief's office.
Okay, sounds good.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh no, you've
What do you
been.
mean I'm doing my big one? Or with
No,
the
you've been. No, you've just been solid across the board.
Oh, period.
Like genuinely.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Well, I mean, just keep on doing what you're doing. All is
I know.
good.
I've been awake. I'm having a hard time sleeping. So when I wake up at 3:30 in the morning, I just get on duty.
I
I've been
fuck
awake
with
for
that.
9 hours.
I
9
I
hours,
fuck
and
with
feel
that.
great.
You keep on doing whatever it is the fuck you're doing.
Yes! Best boss ever! Yay!
Just like zombies. Fuck, you're right. Zombies don't have brains.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. If that's the case, get that could be good. That could also get a shot.
I like
Right? I'm down.
Thank you.
Just something that's
Hey
different. I'm down.
Judas.
Do it. Set it up. Let me know what you need.
How are you doing?
I'm doing
Where's
awesome.
Maxwell?
Hey, Rose,
Maxwell!
can
What's
I
up?
talk to you briefly?
Yeah.
Show you something?
Yeah.
He's not in his senses.
Come over here.
Hell yeah.
I was just asserting my dominance.
The chief loves when people are
Oh, is the dispatch room open?
Come on, yeah, you launched
Yoink.
Just kicked ourselves.
Hooray.
Oh,
So,
What's
I'm
up?
asserting my
basically,
dominance.
You know
Oh,
how,
that's
like,
all right. You can be in here.
years and years ago, I talked to you about wanting to do a meter maid unit or something?
Yep, I do recall that.
I may have a little document I was wondering if I could share with you, and then you could review it. I've redone it, and then I may have done a little bit of preemptive stuff, and kind of made an announcement yesterday at the meeting, and I was like, just trying to get some info, and then Fred was like, you know what? It's yours. And so I just want to get your opinion and see what you think, if this is attainable and what I would require to do additionally on the document. You know, I gave a little history. I did a little bit of legislative write-up stuff, and I've actually provided it to the mayor, that was part of what I said earlier, because I think that parking violations should be considered enemy against the state, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But so basically, he's going to look at legislation to kind of bring it more. I don't know how you'd say it. There's some holes because we can't really ticket somebody unless they're present, which is kind of baloney because I think the property owner of the vehicle should ultimately be responsible if it's parked on the sidewalk. So anyway, yeah, I was hoping for your feedback on the document at some point. No rush or nothing. And then, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there were certain things that you had brought up in sort of the first iteration. I don't think it was nearly as in-depth as this. I could be wrong. But like, for example, the vehicle portion, that is certainly a no-go. That's kind of out of our control. You were even at the time, you know, you knew it was sort of like a very stretched thing.
100%. I put it in there because it's, you know, it's whatever, but if it's not attainable, it's not attainable. We'll ride the bikes. I like the bikes.
Let's see.
It's mostly the same. There's a little bit of an update, and then there's the legislation portion, and that's going to be discussed by, I guess, the mayor or something.
That makes sense.
But do you want me to, like, how would you, do you need more in-depth policy and procedures and stuff?
Not necessarily. Well, I'm going to have to read over. I'm sort of just skimming.
Yeah, no sweat.
I'm skimming through the document. I will say there should certainly be a portion. For example, I don't know if it's covered here. I know that there's mention of responding to 78s and being or being, you know, support for situations.
Yeah.
However, and this is going to sound terrible, but during downtime in shift 3, this wouldn't be an issue at all. But like, it would highly depend on sort of available units, and you have enough common sense to be able to determine that. So I don't find it to be an issue with you. My concern is if you're to take on someone, hypothetically, let's say Abdul, and in shift 3 it's Davenport, Victor, and Abdul goes, you know, I'm not going to respond to any call. I'm instead just going to do parking stuff. That would be problematic.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't actually believe it to be smart to put a unit number because the circumstances matter here. Because you could technically do this during downtime and still respond as soon as necessary to any of the other situations that are happening, right? But the importance here is making sure that you are equipped to be able to respond. If you're on a bicycle when there's 3 units on duty, that's probably going to be an issue because your response to calls is going to be heavily delayed. However, you look at the amount of people on duty right now, not an issue at all if you're on a bicycle, right?
Right.
Like, so it's more so just making sure that yourself and anyone who attempts to participate in this is aware that they have to be mindful of those things. Again, it doesn't necessarily need to be written out. People just need to use common sense and be able to adjust to, you know, the environment, I guess.
For sure, but it wouldn't be too hard to say if there is less than 10 police officers on duty between LSPD and BCSO, you must be in a vehicle or something like that. That wouldn't be a difficult thing to include potentially either.
So my only concern with that is 10 units on duty doesn't mean 10 units out on the street. There could be a group of 5 of them circled around dealing with, you know, high command stuff for hours, which is why, again, it doesn't necessarily need to, like, I think something vague should be written in the sense that, you know, they're to use their best judgment, taking into account stuff like unit numbers, general call activity, and if there's a lot of, you know, fast-paced stuff happening, just to ensure that, again, you guys can reasonably respond to stuff like 78 calls. I mean, or what's written already says that, you know, you guys are to respond to 78 calls, but if you're going to be there in 10 minutes because you have to bike somewhere, that's not ideal.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
but I also don't want you guys to not be able to ever use bicycles. The environment just needs to be acceptable for that. You know, realistically, with the amount of units we have right now, a 78 call, there should be sufficient people to respond to that, to where realistically, I don't want to say you're not going to respond to it, but your immediate response likely isn't necessary. But if we don't have those numbers, then we're sort of back at square one. But yeah, pretty much use best judgment would be my only feedback. I will review this more in depth when I do have time. But yeah, listen, I'm in full support of stuff like this.
I love that.
Have you run into any issues with people doing stuff like this?
For the most part, I actually been gaining a lot of compliance, and I kind of just work with them. If they're willing to move their car and not park illegally, I don't ticket them or I put a warning. But I've been making reports where it's like a running log. So, for
Yeah.
example, I'll have a report with like 20 entries with timestamps of say, like, okay, interacted with so and so, did this and that and the other. So they're still associated to a report, but they're not. It could be tracked to a warning, but not necessarily an issue. So it's not like I'm not putting a quota on, oh, I need to have this many tickets. It's just about interactions and instances where we are gaining compliance, even if it's voluntary.
Oh, 100%. I was actually, truthfully, I was a little concerned regarding the clamping stuff because oftentimes that results in escalation from the other side. However, I believe that the way you're doing it is best practice on the basis that the ball's in their court. And if it's not a tall ask to ask people to move their car. Let's be honest.
Exactly. And they came up to me and he's like, I gotta go to the hospital. And I was like, oh, I'll take it off. No problem. If the people have a good reason. And this is partially why I wanted to push the legislation, push some warrants through on parking stuff, because, and this is what I was talking to the mayor, is right now, we don't have anything that allows us really to ticket the owner of the car, even if we're almost positive that it was them driving, because we can't say certainly that they parked it there. But we should be able to ticket I believe, the owner of the vehicle based solely on the fact that it's his property, he owns it, he's responsible for it, and he's left it, or someone has left it. And that would negate that. Then we wouldn't have to necessarily tow the vehicle. Then we wouldn't necessarily have to clamp the vehicle, We
That
just
is
leave a little
true.
ticket on there.
I do question, though, how we would... I guess the logistical nightmare of like, okay, you ticket this person, and you leave the... Let's say you were this happened at Senior Buns. They're illegally parked. You ticket them. You leave to go, let's say you respond to a 78 call. 30 minutes later, you don't come back, but someone else arrives. How do I word this? Will we run into an issue of other people citing them like over and over for the same thing, if that makes sense?
I guess there is a possibility there. And I kind of wrote a little bit about that, is, to me, it becomes the officer's responsibility to thoroughly document it. If you fail to document it, your ticket is kaput, out the window, because you didn't do your job. So if they're not documenting that they've interacted with the vehicle, including logging the plate in the report, including the names of the registered owner, all that stuff, and then someone else comes by and finds it, it's like, well, your ticket's getting thrown out because you didn't even write their names down in your report, you silly goose.
Under the documentation portion that you referenced, I think there should absolutely be a portion on what's required of the documentation, and here's why. The whole legal concept of towing a vehicle and being able to search it is for the sake of documentation, right? If we are towing vehicles in areas like that, especially, I mean, we can't prove that something doesn't exist, right? But if stuff is in that vehicle, it absolutely, without a doubt, needs to be put in a report. So that, there's no claim that we took anything or anything to that extent.
Right. I would agree. Oh, so like a bit more elaboration on searching and once the vehicle's deemed...
Correct. Just so that there's no confusion. People realistically should know that if a vehicle is subject to impound, it's subject to search. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if there is something in the car, I expect to see photos. And realistically, I don't expect that of every situation. It's sort of... man, now I don't actually know.
Love you guys. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, appreciate you.
I love you, Brandy.
Now I'm a little conflicted because even if we search, not search. Let me rephrase. If we're impounding a vehicle and we go in and we search and there's nothing, the whole basis of... Actually, there's an easy way to resolve this. If there's nothing in the vehicle, photos not necessary. Statement should cover that there is nothing found in the glove box or the trunk. However, if something is found in the trunk, there should be photos of stuff or the glove box, even if empty, and the trunk and everything within the trunk. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, if there's documentation, or not documentation, it's documented in one of two ways, right? Either a statement or photos. If there's stuff, it should be photos, ideally. If there's nothing, then a statement should cover that nothing was found within the glove box or the trunk or any portion of the vehicle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you
just to
you need
cover
articulate.
Exactly, because even if there's nothing, we need to indicate that the vehicle was impounded for this reason, right? Because then that subjects it to search. And if we search it but don't clarify why, or we're searching it and like, no, we're not going to document anything about it, then that becomes problematic on the basis of like, ultimately, again, it's for the sake of documentation as to why we're allowed to search. So if we don't clarify the contents of the vehicle, even if there's nothing, that's a problem in my mind.
I completely agree. Yeah. And I think this really does hinge on us effectively documenting and articulating what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
If people aren't doing that, I don't want them to be a part of this, because then it's gonna ruin the fun, you know, and we're not gonna keep our certification, because things are going to get thrown out. There's going to be problems. There's going to be lawsuits. I don't want that. I want this to be tickety-boo tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I would even argue that, again, it doesn't need to be written within, these SOPs or expectations. But like when you're bringing people on, having a conversation regarding like, there should be a heavy focus on trying to work with people. Because, let's be honest, if you don't, people are going to do anything up to attempting to murder, if we're being real here, over situations. But there's no reason for them to do that if your ask is literally, I'll take the clamp off if you're willing to move the car. Like, it's as simple as that. That's the reality. The ball is entirely in their court.
And our job in this, like, my job is not to go out and hand out as many fines as I can possibly do. My job is to gain compliance. And I'll articulate that in my SOPs a bit more. My job, or job of the person here, is to make sure people aren't parking illegally anymore in the city. That's what we want. So voluntary compliance, working with people and making them come and do the job properly, that should be rewarded and that should be encouraged. So you're absolutely correct. I'm going to put that in there, actually. I like that.
Yeah. Because so I was on duty, I believe it was yesterday, and I saw you out. Well, actually, you were at Mission Row, but I don't know if it was your call sign that had something regarding parking. You're definitely on a bicycle, or at least it stated you were. And I was thinking to myself, I hope Judas, nothing bad happens to Judas. And I was thinking to myself, if Judas goes down the route of being a hard ass regarding this, like, it's going to end up being frowned upon if you end up getting hurt over and over and over. But again, there's zero reason for them to do that with the way you intend on that working. So I certainly commend you for making sure that, people are literally given the path of least resistance. The easiest option is literally the best option.
I operate on feedback. You give respect, you get respect. If they don't...
Oh, yeah, me too.
Then, you know what? Tough tiddlywinks to you. You're getting beefed, but for the most part, we'll work with you.
Judas, that's how I treat every one of my traffic stops. Every single one. You treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. You'll very likely be given a warning. Straight up, regardless of what it was, especially if it's traffic related, you will very likely get a warning if you treat me with respect. But if you immediately come at me with, what the fuck do you want? What did I do? Yeah. Did you clock me? I'm sorry, but the leniency is gone.
Then I'm going to do a stakeout where you're parking illegally and tow your cars. I mean, it's that simple.
Listen, I'm with you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello.
Oh, howdy, Rhodes. It's Joe Rosner.
Hey, Rosner, what you up to?
Oh, I'm just getting on duty, but I had some questions regarding the scout because I was away for a bit just as the yacht or the 6.5 was in question.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you've figured out if there was a better engine or not for it.
It's hard to say. Can I actually give you a call back in just a few minutes?
Of course.
Okay,
yes,
perfect. I'll talk to you soon.
absolutely. All right.
All right,
Speak
bye.
soon. Bye-bye.
All right, sorry about that.
No problem.
But yeah, no, I'm fully on board with this. Again, I will definitely review what you already have written in its entirety to make sure I haven't overlooked anything, because all I did was skim through it. But yeah, I'm 100% with you. I will say, unless there's like nearby units, if let's say for whatever stupid reason someone flees and you're on a bicycle, if there's an active call, absolutely do not radio, just because the likelihood that we're going to get someone to be able to get to the car when we already deal with vehicles that we can't keep up with, like calling a mounted, already available interceptor would be borderline impossible. What's up?
Are there more people in this room?
No, well, it's me and Judas.
Are there 4 people standing right there?
I don't see a single person.
No.
What the fuck?
I'm frightened. Yeah, and this whole unit is not about, if somebody wants to take off on me, in theory, I should have enough documentation based on my findings that we can maybe do something later. I don't get, I've heard this before, I forget the exact saying, don't get angry, get even, okay? So we can find them later and we can do some enforcement, no problem. If they want to run, they want to run.
Judas, I feel bad for you.
Why?
Many years ago, we had a PD Segway. And I did pretty much exactly what you're doing. And the reality was I knew I wouldn't be able to keep up. So if people wanted to take off, they could. I'd make no fuss about it. I'd go back to doing my job, and I could just see you on the Segway, Judas. You'd be so perfect.
I want the Segway.
That was a long
Maybe
time
one
ago.
day. Okay, well, I don't want to take too much of your
Who said
time. Because I know you're
Segway?
super busy.
Yeah, who said Segway?
Me.
Are we not allowed Segways?
No,
Of course
no.
you are. We even
Abdul-
have like LSPD issued Segways. They're
No.
hiding it from you.
No. Abdul, years ago, we had Segways. Years and years ago.
Years and years ago.
I was just saying, I feel bad for Judas because he wants to do his, his parking, like
Parking
essentially meter
enforcement.
mate. Yeah. And I recall doing something very similar on the Segway years ago.
Oh,
I
my
missed it. And the reality
God.
was I knew I couldn't keep up with anyone. So like at the end of the day, if people wanted to take off, they could. I didn't give a fuck. I'd just go and, continue issuing people citations elsewhere.
Don't get angry. Get even.
Mm-hmm. You said you mental note. So and so took off from me, and the next time you see them pulled over, you give them the side eye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
bro, you should have seen it. Rhodes was getting them so angry, and the angrier they get, the sassier he gets.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Listen, I said this before, and I'll say it again. People can get pretty nasty and pretty low, but them bitches gonna need to meet me in the depths of fucking hell to be able to match my energy. And the funniest part is, I love watching a dumpster fire. I do. I'll admit to it straight up. I'm not gonna look away. All right. I will look at the train wreck. I will see someone making their
crash-outs, the
situation
meltdowns.
worse, and I'm sitting there like, oh,
me
this
some
is good
popcorn.
drama. Yes. Oh, it's kind of
I'm with
bad.
you.
I shouldn't.
I'm with
I
you.
shouldn't.
Best feeling ever.
Oh, 100%. It's why, Judas, you need to adopt what I do regarding traffic stops.
Okay.
I never admit to clocking someone. What I do is I pull them over. I hit them with the typical, do you know why I pulled you over? And they play dumb and they're like, no, I was like, it was, you were definitely speeding. Yeah, I saw you. And they typically follow up with, did you clock me? To which I respond, I don't need to clock you. I saw you. And they're like, so you didn't clock me? Which I go, again, I don't need to. I saw you. You know, I'm a witness to what you did, and I've been doing this long enough to know that you were speeding. Full disclosure. I don't issue someone a speeding citation unless I clock them. They will then go to court and they will say, he didn't